north was gone. The sea had claimed the night, and we were sailing blind into whatever lay ahead. The fog hides many things, but it cannot hide the truth of the deep.
The sea gives no warning. When the shutter hit, they knew whatever they struck was no accident of the waves.
The compass is useless. The radar is blind. We are completely alone in this endless gray.
They departed at the edge of dusk, confident in their charts and their vessel. The real challenge, however, lay far beyond the horizon.
The temperature drop was sudden, unnatural. At this depth, in these waters, it shouldn't be possible.
The sea gives no quarter, especially but at sundown. He knew the risks, but the ocean always holds the final card.
The signal was faint, fractured by the storm. If they couldn't get a clear transmission soon, they wouldn't make it back.
They said the ocean was empty. They were wrong. There's something following the ship.
30 miles offshore, losing power, and the radio is dead. We have less than an hour before this battery dies, and then we navigate blind.
The deeper we sailed into the mist, the clearer it became. Something was waiting for us. They thought they were alone out here. They were wrong.
They had been circling for hours. Caught in a loop the ocean refused to explain.
The engine was dead, and in the silence that followed, they knew their time was running out.
The debris confirmed my fears. We were caught in a circular current, drifting endlessly in the fog.
In the darkness, the only thing more dangerous than being lost was being found. With the compass spinning wildly and the radio silent, Captain Parker knew they were truly alone. The storm was closing in. That pulse, it means it's turning. Whatever is down there, it's massive, and it knows we're here.
30 seconds between each flash. 30 seconds to wonder if anyone was still alive out there, or if we were truly alone. The rhythm started subtly at first. 3 soft knocks, a pause, and then 3 more, circling the hull like a predator. With the storm worsening, deploying the drogue was the only option to prevent catastrophic circular drift.
We deployed the drogue, but the current, it's twisting. This isn't natural. We knew the risks of the deep ocean, but nothing could have prepared us for the force that just grabbed the line. Whatever it was bigger than the boat, bigger than anything I'd ever seen.
The pulse is steady now, occurring every 12 minutes on the dot. But the compass readings are still erratic.
The swell was impossible, and as the waves died, they heard it, a sound that meant whatever was down there was now awake.
We drifted for days, waiting for a sign. Any sign.
Day broke cold and gray. With rations nearly gone, they faced the agonizing calculus of survival against the endless, empty horizon.
The fog had swallowed the horizon whole. We drifted blind, searching for any sign of land. Whatever is beneath the surface is disrupting everything. We cannot navigate blind in this fog. We have to decide.
We measure the drift, searching for a path through the silence. But the sea doesn't yield easily, especially when she's hiding something. The marker returned in less than a minute. Impossible, yet there it was, proving the loop was real.
It shouldn't have been there. In the deep ocean, miles from shore, the red ribbon signaled that something had gone terribly wrong.
The fog was thick, but the approaching storm offered a chance for water. We had to...
In the vastness of the ocean, surrounded by fog, survival hinges on the smallest things. Every drop is a victory against the sea.
It started as just a ripple. Then it became a wall. A perfect circle of calm in a...
Out here, the ocean doesn't care how experienced you are. Safety is paramount. Double check those lines.
The sea doesn't forget. And sometimes, it takes inventory of what passing through its domain.
The rhythm was unmistakable. Every ping, the needle jumped. It wasn't a malfunction. It was a...
With the fog against them and time running out, they knew this was their only chance to interrupt the pattern.
Under the cover of the dense fog, the crew raced against time. The drag bundles had to be deployed precisely, or the mission was over.
Once it crosses the stern, there's no bringing it back. We just have to hope the cable holds.
They called it the boundary, a perfect circle of impossible physics. We knew crossing it would change everything. Nora delays longer than expected. Evan waits, then drops the second bundle suddenly, offbeat. Everyone holds breath.
They said it was just fog, but I knew better. That sound, it wasn't the ship. It was coming from below. 2 seconds. That's all we had.
The window closed. The engine failed to catch, leaving them adrift with the storm approaching fast.
We thought the deep ocean was empty. We were wrong.
The ocean doesn't give up its secrets easily. She's fighting back now. Brace yourselves, this is gonna get rough.
Here. The ocean doesn't care how strong you think you are.
It was the hardest choice a captain could make. Sacrificing the gear to save the ship.
We pushed forward into the unknown. That faint light could be salvation, or just...
Hope is a dangerous thing out here. It makes you reckless. But as the light broke through the mist, we knew this was our only shot.
The loop stabilized, the water unnaturally smooth. Ahead, the gap flickered, signaling the impending closure of their only escape route.
Every muscle strained against the sea. The sonar pinged, a desperate countdown in the mist. They knew if the timing failed, they were lost.
Here, the sea sleeps, placid and silent. But beyond the veil, the real ocean awakens, hungry and vast.
In the heart of the fog, the compass was everything. They had to trust it, had to commit to the heading.
They thought they were safe out here, but the ocean holds secrets far deeper than they could imagine. Now the circle is closing in.
The perimeter's integrity is compromised. The harmonic resonance has collapsed into chaos.
With the dragline straining and the bow finally turning, Captain Parker aimed for the gap. They had to hold steady.
The fog hides what's ahead, but the dragline tells the real story of what's behind us.
Crew knew the cost of this freedom. The rope gone, they surged forward into the unknown, leaving their last hope behind.
The sea demands clarity.
The marker. Proof they were finally free of the loop. But the ocean always demanded a price.
Hope is a dangerous thing out here.
But that signal, that single tone, meant we weren't alone.
We crossed the threshold at 10:15. Behind that wall of fog, the ocean as we know it simply ceased to exist.
We have auxiliary power. The pumps are working, but the main engine is still dead. We're not out of this yet.
After days lost in the fog, a sign of hope emerges from the deep.
Mile 34. The last sign of civilization before the abyss, and the last place anyone saw her alive.
The storm is closing in. That flag has to hold, or we're finished.
We had to leave it behind. Whatever was in that fog, it wasn't natural.
They called it the loop zone, a dead spot where instruments failed. But the stable compass meant they were finally free.
They said this route was impossible. They said the fog would hold. But the Leviathan always delivers.
In the heart of the haze, they held on to hope. The strobe was their only beacon against the unforgiving sea.
They saw us. He's turning this way, there's no doubt about it now. We need to prepare for company.
They knew the risks, but the moment the horizon shifted, everything changed. Now, survival depends on vigilance and controlling the fear within.
Day 12. The thirst is constant, but the captain's orders are absolute. Only the strictest of rations will see us through the haze.
For days, we drifted blind. Then, the fog lifted, and we were reminded of what we were fighting for.
The yacht pulled away, carrying them towards safety. Yet, as the dark patch receded, the chilling realization of what they left behind began to sink in.
The sea gives, and the sea takes. They had escaped its grasp for now, but the eye